Picture this. You're out in the yard, barefoot, soaking up the sunshine, and then suddenly, the thought hits. What if a snake slithers by? Nobody's got time for that. Hey guys, today we're talking about 11 amazing plants that actually help keep snakes away, and trust me, this isn't one of those, too good to be true, hacks. These are real, natural repellents you can plant around your home to add beauty and peace of mind. From strong-smelling herbs to leafy ground covers, we're covering the plants you'll want on your side so you can enjoy your garden without looking over your shoulder. Rosemary is more than just that fragrant herb you toss on roasted chicken. It's actually a fantastic snake repellent, and here's why. The strong woody scent of rosemary, backed by compounds like camphor and cineole, is overwhelming to snakes, which rely heavily on their sense of smell to navigate. Studies on pest deterrence show that camphor-rich plants can disrupt reptile behavior, making rosemary a natural line of defense in your garden. Plus, it thrives in hot, dry climates where snakes also like to hang out, so it's like fighting fire with fire. Gardeners love it because rosemary is evergreen, meaning it's a year-round barrier, not just a seasonal fix. The dense, shrubby growth also makes it harder for snakes to slither through without being noticed, adding an extra layer of protection. And here's the bonus. You're not just planting a snake shield. You're planting a versatile kitchen herb that can grow into full hedges, reaching 3 to 5 feet tall, making your yard both beautiful and less snake-friendly at the same time. Fennel might surprise you as a snake-repelling plant, but its strong licorice-like aroma makes it pretty unwelcoming for them. Snakes depend on their Jacobson's organ to pick up chemical cues from the environment, and fennel's aromatic compounds, mainly annetol, can overload that system and send them slithering the other way. Gardeners in warmer regions often notice fewer reptile visitors when fennel grows in clusters because the tall, feathery stalks not only smell intense but also create a natural screen that snakes avoid passing through. On top of that, fennel is hardy, easy to grow, and brings pollinators like butterflies and bees, so you're not just chasing snakes off, you're boosting your garden's biodiversity. It's also a perennial in many climates, which means once it's settled, it keeps coming back year after year, giving you lasting protection and a steady supply of seeds and leaves for your kitchen. Wormwood has been used for centuries as a natural pest deterrent, and when it comes to snakes, it holds its ground just as well. This silvery green herb contains absinthin and thujone, compounds that give off a strong bitter scent snakes find downright intolerable. Since their survival depends on sharp scent detection, wormwood basically scrambles their radar and makes your yard a no-go zone. Gardeners often plant it as a border because it grows into thick, bushy mounds that can reach up to 4 feet tall, forming a natural barrier snakes aren't eager to cross. What's cool is that wormwood is drought-tolerant and thrives in poor soil, so it doesn't demand much attention while working overtime as a repellent. Historically, it's even been used to ward off insects and rodents, making it a multitasking plant that covers more than just one backyard nuisance. Plus, its silvery foliage adds a striking, almost ornamental look, so while it's keeping snakes away, it also makes your garden pop with character. Sage isn't just a kitchen staple, it's also a reliable snake deterrent thanks to its pungent aroma and essential oils like thujone and camphor that snakes find overwhelming. These oils interfere with their scent tracking ability, making sage-heavy areas uncomfortable for them to linger in. When grown in clusters, sage plants form low, bushy mounds that can stretch 2 to 3 feet across, creating a natural ground cover that snakes don't like to navigate. Gardeners appreciate it because sage is drought-tolerant, thrives in full sun, and doubles as a pollinator magnet, drawing bees and butterflies while quietly discouraging reptiles. Some homeowners even dry the leaves and burn them as a natural incense, which enhances its repellent effect in outdoor spaces. Beyond its practical uses, sage adds a rustic, aromatic charm to any yard, proving you can have beauty, culinary value, and snake protection all wrapped up in one hardy plant. Mugwort has a long history in traditional gardens as a natural repellent, and when it comes to snakes, it earns its spot on the list. This hardy perennial is packed with aromatic compounds like cineole and camphor, which snakes can't stand because they overwhelm their scent receptors and make it hard to track prey or feel comfortable in the area. Mugwort grows into tall, bushy clumps, often reaching 3 to 5 feet, that act like a natural fence line, creating both a smell and a physical barrier snakes avoid. It's also a tough plant that thrives in poor soils and doesn't need much pampering, so once it's established, it just keeps coming back year after year. Gardeners have also valued it for repelling insects and even using dried mugwort as a natural deterrent indoors, giving it multiple layers of usefulness. With its feathery green leaves and resilience, Mugwort brings both old-world charm and a modern solution to keeping snakes away from your yard. Bay leaf plants, also known as bay laurel, do more than flavor your soups and stews. They're a clever way to keep snakes at bay. The glossy evergreen leaves release aromatic oils like eucalyptol and cineole, which snakes find overwhelming to their sensitive scent organs. Because snakes rely on picking up chemical trails to move and hunt, the strong fragrance around a bay laurel tree makes the area less appealing and often drives them elsewhere. These trees can grow quite large, up to 30 feet in ideal climates, but they're easily maintained as smaller shrubs or container plants if you want them closer to patios or garden edges. Gardeners appreciate their year-round greenery, resilience, and low-maintenance care, making them both ornamental and practical. On top of that, the dried leaves are useful in the kitchen and even in sachets to repel insects indoors, giving you a multi-purpose plant that beautifies your space while quietly working as a natural snake deterrent. Cucumber plants might seem like an odd choice, but their peels actually give off a compound called cucurbitacin, which snakes strongly dislike. When cucumbers are growing, especially during fruiting season, the plant releases a bitter scent that snakes pick up on through their Jacobson's organ, making the area less attractive for them to hang around. Gardeners have even used freshly cut cucumber peels near entry points as a quick repellent trick, but having the plant itself in the garden is a longer-term solution. The big, sprawling vines and broad leaves also create a ground cover effect that makes slithering through less appealing. Cucumbers thrive in sunny spots with well-drained soil, so while they're busy keeping snakes away, you also get a steady harvest of crisp, refreshing veggies for your kitchen. It's a win-win, fresh salads for you, and fewer snake encounters in the yard. Lemongrass is a double win in the garden. It keeps snakes away while giving you that fresh citrus scent everyone loves. This tall, clumping grass is rich in citronella oil, the same compound used in natural insect repellents, and it overwhelms snakes' sensitive scent receptors, making your yard an unwelcoming zone for them. Growing up to 4 to 6 feet tall, lemongrass forms thick clusters that act as a natural barrier snakes don't like to push through. It's also drought-tolerant, easy to grow in full sun, and thrives in containers or directly in the soil, so you can place it strategically around patios, pathways, or garden edges. Many gardeners swear by it not just for snakes but also for keeping mosquitoes and other pests at bay, which makes it a multitasking powerhouse. Plus, you can use the fresh stalks in teas, soups, and stir-fries, so while it's guarding your space, it's also adding flavor and aroma to your kitchen. Eucalyptus is well known for its sharp, menthol-like fragrance, and that same powerful scent is what makes it such an effective snake repellent. The leaves are packed with essential oils like eucalyptol, which overwhelm snakes' sensitive scent organs and disrupt their ability to track scents in the area. Homeowners who grow eucalyptus often notice that snakes steer clear of spots where the trees or shrubs are planted because the constant release of those aromatic oils makes the environment uncomfortable for them. Depending on the variety, eucalyptus can grow as a towering tree or be maintained as a smaller ornamental shrub, giving you flexibility in how you use it in your landscape. Beyond keeping snakes away, eucalyptus is valued for repelling mosquitoes and flies, and its oils are even used in natural cleaning products. It's a fast grower, hardy in many climates, and adds a striking, silvery green look to your yard, making it both functional and visually appealing as a natural barrier. Citronella is famous for keeping mosquitoes at bay, but it's also a strong natural deterrent for snakes. The plant produces a potent citrus-like aroma from its essential oils, especially citronellal and geraniol, which overwhelm snakes' highly sensitive scent receptors and make the area uncomfortable for them to navigate. When planted in clusters, citronella grows into dense, grassy mounds that can reach up to 5 or 6 feet tall, creating both a smell barrier and a physical one snakes avoid crossing. Gardeners love it because it's low maintenance, thrives in warm, sunny spots, and can be grown directly in the ground or in large pots around outdoor spaces. The oils are widely used in candles and sprays, adding an extra layer of versatility to this plant beyond just pest control. With its lush, tropical look and fresh fragrance, citronella not only protects your home and garden from snakes but also keeps summer evenings more comfortable by driving away pesky insects. Thyme may be small in size, but it's a mighty little plant when it comes to keeping snakes away. Its strong aroma, driven by natural compounds like thymol and carvacrol, is too intense for snakes' sensitive scent organs, making areas planted with thyme far less inviting. When grown as ground cover, thyme spreads into a dense, low mat that snakes don't like to cross, effectively acting like a living carpet of defense. It's also tough as nails, thriving in rocky, poor soil with very little water, so once it's established, it doesn't need much care while working year-round as a deterrent. Gardeners enjoy it not only for its pest-repelling qualities but also because it brings bees and butterflies buzzing into the yard with its delicate blooms. And of course, the bonus is fresh sprigs for your kitchen, perfect for seasoning meat, veggies, or even homemade teas. So you get both flavor and natural protection wrapped up in one hardy herb. And that's our roundup of the best plants that actually help keep snakes away: simple, natural, and effective. If you found this helpful, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment with your favorite plant, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips to keep your home and garden safe.